5 months. I called Nenska, and they said that they wanted me to get an apartment. And I said, how am I supposed to get an apartment when A, I have a background, B, I can't support an apartment without a job, C, no one will hire me. Pretty soon my phone's going to be turned off because I have no money, and I definitely won't be able to get a job then. I have very rich parents who are not helping, and it's really disappointing to me. It's disgusting, to be honest with you.
I would state for the record, I do believe she did make a payment, Your Honor.
True, actually.
Ms.
And
Blaine?
you know what? That's really not fair at all. These children aren't even mine anymore. Both of these men, I don't even know these people anymore. How fair is that? I haven't seen these kids in 10 years. You're not being fair to me by making me pay money to men. Devin Hildebrand has 2 full-time jobs.
Well, Ms. Brink, you please
And
don't
Bill
argue.
Mason owns his own company. He hides his money.
Please don't argue with the judge.
I'm not arguing. I'm explaining my side of it. That's not arguing.
Ms. Spillane is...
All right, guys, what you're about to see is a raw moment of desperation inside the courtroom. A mother, broke and homeless, stands before the judge frustrated, cornered, and out of options. She pleads that she can't find work, that her parents won't help, and that every door is slammed shut. Her voice trembles as she says her phone's about to be cut off. But the court doesn't run on sympathy, it runs on proof. And the judge, he's not here to babysit excuses.
Ms. Brink made any payments recently?
Your Honor, she has. She has paid $50.63 this month and last month.
That's not true. I paid $200. I gave you $200 bills.
Right, and it's been dispersed between this and the other case.
I'm sorry, what?
All right. It appears that she's making some progress. In this case, we'll continue this till next month. Again, make sure that she's making her applications. Ms. Brink, for the next month, you will submit proof of 10 submitted job applications
How
each
do you
week.
want the proof?
I want you to print out whatever you send into the business. Take a picture of it with your phone.
Sir, I am
Make a copy.
homeless. How do you expect me to print things? I can't be driving around. I have no money. You're asking me to do something unreasonable.
I'm asking you to get a job. That's not unreasonable. It's what every adult member of the community does.
I'm
If
trying.
you can't get a job, then prove to me what you're doing to get a job. That's big.
Things spiral fast. The mother shouts that the kids aren't even hers anymore, that she hasn't seen them in years, and she shouldn't have to pay. But the courtroom doesn't bend for emotion. The judge stays calm, cutting through her frustration. When she claims she paid only $200, not $5,000, tension fills the air. Her words echo, "I'm homeless. I can't even print things." Yet the judge fires back, "Get a job." That's what adults do. The courtroom goes silent. Reality hits hard.
Basic life 101. Don't come in here and
Yes,
whine
I
to me. Do
understand
what
that.
you're told to
Trust me,
do.
it's not for lack of effort.
It's an attitude issue, ma'am.
It's
Close
not,
your mouth
sir.
and do
I'm
your
begging
work.
these people.
Next case.
I mean, whatever I have to do. I'm just tired coming to court. I come to court every year since my daughter was a baby, and I'm tired.
The parts y'all agreed to, those are fine. But I can't stop child support because you're in school. It's too late now. You got to pay child support. Child support of $193 a month is not a lot of money.
Thank you, ma'am. Can I get you to state your, sir? Thank you, sir. Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
can I get you to state your full name for the record?
And it's Curie Andrews.
Take a breath. Take a breath, Ms. Williams.
Yes, sir. I'm running through, Judge.
Yeah.
Ms. Andrews, thank you so much for stating your name for the record. Now, initially, when we began, I read some agreements out into the record. Did you hear those agreements, Ms. Andrews?
Yes, I have a question about one though.
Okay, before we go forward, I want to see if you agreed to what we asked for before, but if you don't agree to one, which one did
You can feel her exhaustion, years of hearings, endless paperwork, and now one more round. She admits she's tired of being dragged to court again and again. But the law doesn't stop for fatigue. The judge reminds her child support must continue, no matter her struggle. $193 a month isn't a lot, he says sharply. There's no escape from responsibility, no mercy in this room. Justice demands action, not pity. And for this mother, the message is clear: survive or be held accountable.
Did you not agree with?
About picking my daughter up at her residence, at his house.
Oh, you're in disagreement for the
Yeah.
exchange location. Is that correct? So aside from that, though, all the other things that I read as far as the agreements between the two of you, would you still say that those are your agreements this morning?
The child support, I'm currently not working. I only get survivor's benefits for my 9-year-old daughter.
Yes, ma'am. The right. The child support and the medical support are not agreed. I'm saying the things that I read initially
I'm
that
sorry.
were agreed. No, you okay, Miss Andres? Take your time. Do you still agree to the portions that I initially read out that were your agreements between yourself and the father?
Yes.
Okay. Are you asking the court to accept those agreements?
Yes.
And do you believe they're in the best interest of your child?
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to move on to the portions that you did not agree with. Okay, Ms. Andres? The state is requesting that guideline support be set today based on minimum wage. And we're asking that the medical support be set at $57 per month and the current child support to be set at $193 per month. Both.
As another case begins, a new mother, Curry Andres, steps up. She's calm but nervous. The judge reads the agreement's custody terms, visitation, and financial obligations. But Curry hesitates. One clause doesn't sit right: the exchange location. Her voice wavers as she says she's not working, only surviving on survivor's benefits. The courtroom listens, but the state doesn't back down. They demand guideline support: $193 for child support, $57 for medical care. The pressure builds. Another parent, another life hanging on a number.
Starting June 1st, 2025. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with that?
Disagreement.
And could you now, do you disagree with both numbers or one number, or both medical support and child support?
Just one number. Child support.
And so you're in agreement for the medical support to be $57 per month.
Yes.
Is that correct? And how, just to confirm, how is the child currently covered under health insurance?
I think she's under her dad. She had Medicaid, but when she went to live with him, apparently he got private insurance, I think.
Okay. So based on the minimum wage amount, we're asking that you reimburse father for the cost of what he pays, but we're only asking that you reimburse at $57 per month. Would you be in agreement to that?
Okay.
Thank you so much. And as far as the child support, you said you disagree with that. We're asking that it be set at $193 per month. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with that?
Disagreement.
Okay. And could you explain to the court why you disagree?
Like I said, I'm not working. I'm in school. I have another child to care for, and I only get a SSI check for her at the time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I understand. Now, support is most likely going to have to be ordered. Is there a certain amount you feel that you can afford if it's not $193?
Asked if she agrees, Curry says no. I can only afford $100. Her honesty hits deep, but the law doesn't bend easily. The judge explains, going below the guideline means locking in that rate for 3 years, no revisions, no mercy, unless life drastically changes. Curry sighs, defeated. She's already let her daughter live with her dad so she can finish high school in peace. It was supposed to be temporary, but now it feels permanent. And she's left paying for her own surrender.
How much would you like child support to be set at today?
$100 for the time being.
$100 for now?
Yeah.
Okay. And you understand that will be going against the guideline support, which means we wouldn't necessarily be able to come back and readdress your case over the 3-year time period like normal. Would you be in agreement still, even though that may be the case?
What was that?
So if we go against guidelines, because guidelines is asking for 193. So if we were to grant the amount that you're asking for, we're going against the guideline support amount. When we do that, a case is typically eligible for review every 3 years. But if we go against guideline support, you lose that 3 years, and it has to be a material and substantial change to change it again. So just to confirm, if you do this now, you understand that we can't change it again unless something extreme happens between now and the next 3 years.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've agreed to let her finish her high school with her daddy because I don't want to keep moving her in and out. But it was supposed to be a temporary thing, but obviously she likes her school and she likes what she's doing. So, I mean, whatever I have to do, I'm just tired coming to court. I come to court every year since my daughter was a baby.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm tired.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. Just to confirm, the state is asking for 193, but you're asking that child support be set at $100 even. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell the court about your case?
I don't communicate with the father at all. And I don't want to communicate. Is there a way I can communicate with other people besides him? I communicate with my daughter on her phone because my mom pays her phone bill, and that's about it.
So when we first started out, you said that or when the agreements, there was an agreement that there was no family violence and an agreement that there was no non-disclosure. Are you having safety concerns
no,
or with the father having access?
It's no family violence. It's none of that. But he always come up with something. He's been taking me to court, like I said, every other year since my child's been born. He's made false allegations against my family.
Spills out. Corey confesses she doesn't even talk to the father anymore. Too much conflict, too much pain. The court suggests a communication app to keep peace, but even that feels like control. She agrees, though her voice cracks with exhaustion. The prosecutor moves on, but the judge isn't done. He reminds both parents, stop dragging your child into adult chaos. Let the child be a child, he says firmly. His tone cuts through the tension. It's a command, not advice.
Objection, non-responsive.
Sustained.
Ma'am, real briefly.
I'm sorry.
Would you be okay with the two of you being required to communicate over an app, a third-party app called AppClose that you download to your phone? That way, it's not a direct communication via text or phone. It's literally through the app, and you have a record of all the communication in case you have to use it in the future. Would you be okay with using AppClose?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'll go ahead and add that as well. Is there anything else you would like to tell the case regarding your case, ma'am? I mean, anything else you'd like to tell the court regarding your case?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much. Your Honor, this time I'd like to pass this witness.
Okay. The parts y'all agreed to, those are fine. I don't think we need app close to communicate. Y'all have an older child, I should say, and the child needs to be a child. The child doesn't need to be involved with y'all's adult decisions or adult requests. Y'all need to figure out a way to communicate with each other. You shouldn't have to communicate through an app. There's been no family violence. You have to be able to communicate better than you have. It sounds like you're communicating somewhat. Just need to improve that. That should have happened a long time ago. But y'all are going to be joint managed conservators. Y'all need to work on talking to each other, not making the child be an adult. Let the child be a child. All right. So I'm not ordering app close. Child support has to be paid. I understand you're having some recent medical issues, but I can't stop child support because you're in school. It's too late now. You got to pay child support. Child support of $193 a month is not a lot of money. That's barely going to help Mr. McCray at all. So I can't set it at any lower amount. It really should be much higher. When you're able to, you're going to need to get to work at least to make the $193 and the $57 payments each and every month. I understand the next, maybe recent, in the near future, maybe you have some medical issues, but this is not going to be forever. So as soon as you are able to work and on your feet, you got to make payments. The $193 and the $57. All right.
Then comes the verdict, brutal but fair. The judge denies her request to lower payments. You got to pay child support. $193 isn't a lot. His words slice through her excuses. He understands her struggle, but he's unmoved. As soon as you're able to work, you start paying. The courtroom falls quiet. Another case closed, another parent reminded that life doesn't pause for hardship. This isn't just a judgment, it's a reality check. The law listens, but it doesn't pity. Justice demands responsibility.